I am Phillip, and I'm going to talk about the overuse and misuse of antibiotics in the meat industry. Antibiotics are no medicine to fight bacteria and prevent diseases. The meat industry is known for using antibiotics in farm animals in order to ensure that they live healthy and grow bigger in a short amount of time. According to an article by Jill Adams, a writer in the LA Times, farmers mix penicillin and tetracycline, which are both antibiotics with animal feed, so that farmers can prevent infectious diseases in farm animals. Because of this, the meat industry can lower the cost of production and maximize their profit. According to an article by Karen Dillon in the Washington Post, 70% of antibiotics in America are used in farm animals. In the long run, if these bacteria survive the effect of antibiotics, they will multiply and become stronger. Medical experts say that the overuse and misuse of these antibiotics can create harmful and dangerous strains of bacteria. Some examples of these bacteria are new strains of E. coli and Salmonella. According to a recent Pew Commission on Industrial Farm Animal Production report, a key contributor to the rise of antibiotic-resistant bacteria is the overuse of drugs on industrial farms. Also, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, an estimated about 20 billion healthcare costs are accounted for resistant bacteria. So, who's supposed to protect us from these bacteria? Whose job it is to protect the American public from all these problems? Well, it's the Food and Drug Administration's job. FDA's job is to ensure that food products are proved to be edible and safe for human beings. They have the power to regulate feed, drugs, and devices used in pets, farm animals, and other animals. But if we have the FDA to look out for us, how come we still have these problems? Well, here's my claim. FDA policies on the use of these antibiotics in the meat industry are inadequate. There are 3 points why I think this to prove my claim. First, FDA only imposed recommendations, and these recommendations have no power of enforcement. Second of all, the FDA recommendations are only guidelines that are vague and unclear. Third, there is a shortage of veterinarians to overlook the use of antibiotics in the meat industry. Going back to my first point, these recommendations are only recommendations. The meat industry has a choice to follow these recommendations or not. They are voluntary and not binding. According to Gail Harson, a veterinarian and senior officer of Pew Charitable Trust, these are guidelines, not regulations, which means no enforcement. Because they are not binding, many health advocates believe that the meat industry will not follow it. Antibiotics prevent animals to get disease due to overcrowded and unsanitary living conditions. Antibiotics ensure maximum growth in fat and livestock to add availability in the market. Going on to my second point, these recommendations are vague and unclear. Farmers have no clue on how much antibiotics are allowed to be used. Because of this, there is no standard of clarity, and there is confusion and misunderstandings. Going on to my third point, according to an article by Karen Dillon on the Washington Post, FDA guidelines require veterinarians to oversee the use of these antibiotics. Right now, there is a shortage of these large animal veterinarians, and the FDA needs to recognize this issue. So because the FDA policies, such as these recommendations, lack power of enforcement, are vague and unclear, and lacks a certain amount of veterinarians, is why I think these policies are inadequate. Thank you.
All right, let me point out the first two things that I wrote in on the proposition and the contents of the speech. I said, not sure what your claim is, and there's no layout of the secondary claims. But of course, I'm writing those things in the first half of the speech. 2 minutes and 48 seconds into the speech, we finally get a claim. So you're almost halfway through the speech when you get to the proposition. There's a lot of background information here, and I understand that you need to provide that, but I think you need to edit that way down, make it a smaller section, and then get to the proposition at least in the first third of the speech, and not wait until the second half of the speech to get to it. However, when it came, it was very clear, and the same thing with the secondary claims. When they came, they were very clear. Now, the other problem is that you've got a lot of, you're front-loaded with your information, so you got a lot of data in the first half of the speech. In the second half of the speech, where your claims are, there's not as much information supporting those points as there should be. For instance, on that last point where you say there's a shortage of veterinarians, and I didn't hear who said that. I don't know how many veterinarians we need, how many veterinarians we have. I don't know who is saying that there's a shortage of veterinarians. That's your claim. It's all asserted, and there's no data on that particular point. On the other hand, I do know that 70% of the antibiotics that we use in the country are used on the farms. Okay, that's good background information, but it doesn't advance your claim that the FDA is inadequate in regulating this. It's good at establishing that a problem is potentially existent there, but it doesn't address the claim that you ultimately have that we don't have enough control over that. So you need some of that kind of information in the second half of the speech also. I think you do a pretty good job presenting the ideas. It's relatively clear what the problem is and how you see that particular problem, but selling the argumentative part of the speech needs some more particular information. All right, thank you.